computer. So we proceed with checking the activities for the lesson on the perfect tenses. Let us start with FT1. For FT1, the instruction there is to locate the verb expressed in the perfect tense. It is of course possible that the verb that you'll find, the sentence that we have contains plenty of verbs, more than one verb. But our goal here is to identify the one that is expressed in the perfect tense. And on the given space, we determine its specific tense. And by specific, what we mean there is past perfect, present perfect, or future perfect tense. To start, we have number 1. James has used those scissors to cut heavy cardboard. This is our verb, has used. Is it in the present? Is it in the perfect tense? It is. How can we prove that? It begins with has, followed by the past participle form of use, which is used. What kind of verb is it? It's in the present perfect tense. Sir, is it all right if I did not write tense? It's fine. It's fine if the word tense is not there. Let's do number 2. We have enjoyed watching the science show on TV. The verb in the perfect tense here is have enjoyed. Have is our helping verb. Enjoyed is the past participle form of enjoy. Has and have are both in the present tense. Paired with the past participle form, they become perfect. They become perfect in aspect. So both are, it's also in the present perfect tense. Number 3. It's all right, Mark. My brother has run to school many times, so he won't be late. In number 3, there are 2 verbs. There are actually 2 verbs in number 3. However, the other verb comes from this expression. Won't is a contraction between, this is a contraction between will and not. Which is 17.78 gallons. That is won't, the contraction between will and not. Which means that our verb on the second clause is will be. That's our verb, will be. What is the tense of will be, Jeremiah?
Simple future.
Correct. It's a verb in the simple future tense. So we do not underline that. Our attention should go to has run. Why? Has is the helping verb. Run is the past participle form of run. It's run, base, ran, simple past, run, past participle. Our verb is also in the present perfect tense. Number 4. Jenny and Lisa had come to the party. Had come to the party early. This is our verb. Had come. We are not using has or have. So it's not a past, sorry, it's not a present perfect verb. It's not also using will or shall. So it's not a future perfect verb, which means that this is in the past perfect form. Number 5. They have gone to more baseball games than soccer games. We have gone. It is a present, sorry, present perfect verb. A verb in the present perfect tense. Any questions so far? Next solution would be let's do number 6. We have will, have, open. You look at the verbs will plus have plus open. These words constitute your future perfect tense. Had traveled, like that of number 4, The use of had plus the past participle form of the verb would denote a verb in the past perfect tense.
Our answer therefore is
Will have eaten in number 8. Just like number 6, it has will, it has have, it has the past participle form of the verb eat. And so it is a verb in the future perfect tense. Number 9, had started. It has the word had with the past participle form of start, which is started. So it's a past perfect verb. Sir, what about the word got? Got is also a verb. It is. But what is the tense of got? I'd like to call Gabriel. What's the tense of got, Gabriel?
Get.
Again, sorry. What's the tense of got? This word.
Get.
Haha. Tense. When we talk of tense, it could be the ones that we had last week. There were 3. 3 others are given this week. So what is the tense for got?
If the interest varies directly
Recall.
to the amount deposited,
Go, Gabriel.
I have the amount deposited A. Past?
Correct. It's in the past.
Same amount
What kind of past verb is it? Simple or perfect?
in the account.
Gabriel.
Okay. So let's first solve for the constant of variation K.
Again, sorry. It was choppy by a bit. It is
Interest divided by amount.
simple, correct.
Interest
Got is a simple past verb. So we will not underline got. FT1 focuses only on the perfect verbs. Verbs in the perfect tense. Got is a verb in the simple aspect. So we will ignore it here. Number 10. Will have added.
is in simpler fraction 9/100.
It is a verb in the future perfect tense. How do we know that it's in the future perfect tense? You look at the words that make it up. Will, a futurity modal, plus have, the helping verb, plus the past participle form of add, which is added. Sir, what about is? Is also a verb. But what is the tense of is? Shamil. Yes, Shamil?
Number 5 is that.
Hello, Shamil?
The cost C
What's the
of the
question?
materials project
What is the tense of is?
and the length.
Simple present, correct.
There would be
It's not a perfect verb.
cost is equal to K.
Any question regarding FT1?
The condition is
Sir, how do we score FT1? Let there be 1 point only in every number.
constant of
Meaning, if you got an error, no more point at all. Both should be correct. You need to get the underlining right as well as the labeling right for you to get a correct a point in number 1. The same goes down to number 10. Okay, let's now do FT2. In FT2, we just have here verbs that are words that have already been ready to be transformed into a sentence in the present perfect form. For example, that of number 1. Take note that the punctuation marks tell you of the kind of sentence you're expected to create. If there is a question, if there is a question mark, then what you should create is a question. If there's none, it's expected what you'll create is a declarative sentence.
So this is our
For example, that of number 1.
Okay. We will now substitute
It is supposed to be, has she passed the exam?
4.
Sir, why will we use has? It's because, by the way, our concern for FT2 is the present perfect verb. Regarding the present perfect verb, we are only contained to has or have plus the past participle verb. Past participle verb. Always keep that in mind. Has is what we'll use here because the subject is she. What is the number of she? It is singular. We will not use have because have is plural in number. You look at past. We brought past into its past participle form, which is past. Sir, why is it not stated as she has passed the exam? Because a question rightfully begins with a question word. The question word could either be any of your interrogative pronouns or a question verb, a helping verb that has been used to start a question. Number 2, have you eaten lunch yet?
Number 6. The value of the real estate B varies jointly
Number 3,
with the neighborhood index N
has he
and the
read
square
the
footage of the house.
newspaper
Since
today? Sorry, has he read the
B
newspaper today?
squared na to kaya name,
Number
squared
4, you look at number 4. There's no question mark there. Therefore, it follows that this is a declarative statement. You have not studied French for 10 years.
No.
Number 5,
Formula.
they, people, look at B.
Okay, equals.
You look at B. What is the past participle form of B? I'd like to ask Chloe, what's the past participle form of be?
Just follow what Jukon did to number 5. And that is also what you're going to do in number 6.
Been, correct. They have been in London for 6 months. Meaning, their stay in London has been completed in a matter of 6 months. You look at number 6. Where have you been? Question mark. Number 7. We have not gone to Paris. Gone is the past participle form of go. It's go, went, then gone. Number 8. She has not seen the Lord of the Rings. Number 9. He has not met my mother. There's so many.
I can barely hear there. Why do I keep asking questions like this? So that we will learn the reasons why. Why? Shania,
There.
why is it that the formula B for
Number 10. They have not visited St. Paul's Cathedral yet. 11. What has she eaten today? All of these verbs, please look, they are in the present perfect form. We cannot just also randomly use one between has and have. Always remind yourselves, what is the subject of the sentence? If the subject is plural, I'll go with have. If the subject is singular, I'll go with has. Number 12. It's a question now. Why have you done your homework already? Number 13. How has she made the fantastic cake? 14. Why have I missed the play? 15. They have not gone to bed.
Okay, let's proceed with solving for the
16.
value of the constant of variation K.
They,
We already have the
sorry,
formula
it's a
here.
question. Have
The
have
properties
they
for the formula for the
used
constant of
a
variation.
credit card
Now we substitute the
before?
values. We have
17.
326,000
Ay, sorry. That's number 16 is a different sentence.
divided by
It
96
has rained
times
a lot this week.
1,600.
Number 17. Have they used a credit card before?
Exactly 2.45.
18.
Yeah, 2.45%.
Have
Number
people, you look at number 18. Last time I said have has a past participle. Jeremiah, what is the past participle form of have?
Had.
It's had. That is why number 18 will have a sentence that goes, have we had enough to eat? Number 19. She has, sorry. She has not played basketball before.
37,000.
Number 20, last number, I have worn a kimono.
Oh, Dad! Why'd you do this? You saw your butt!
Dylan, was that you?
Number 7 style.
Try to put yourself on mute for the meantime.
G.
Okay. Any question regarding the 20 sentences that we have made in FP2?
Square of the radius.
Any question there? Sir, what if I made an error with a punctuation mark? Sorry, but the punctuation mark has its role. The failure to provide a correct punctuation mark follows an incorrect statement. If it's a question, if it's an interrogative statement, it should really be ended with a question mark. Unless it's embedded. We'll have embedded questions on some other time.
R squared.
Anything that you'd like to ask regarding the sentences that we've made here in FP2?
54 divided by the radius.
If there's none for now, if you allow me, let me proceed to FP3. For FP3, our goal here is this, the future perfect form of the verb. Future perfect. For the future perfect form, how are we supposed to construct that? Once again, we are reminded we can use will or shall plus have plus the past participle verb. For my answers this afternoon, just allow me to use will. But if you use shall in your statements, in your answers, it's fine. But for the purpose of having answers displayed here, let me just use the word will. And again, shall is also available for use. For example, number 1, I will have left by 6.
The new R is 3 to the power of 2. And the new D.
Number 2, will you have finished the report by the deadline? Number 3, when will we have done everything?
G is equal to
Number 4, she will have finished her exams by then. So we can't go out of dinner. Number 5, you will have read the book before the next class. Number 6, she will not have finished. Sir, is it fine if it's she will have not finished? Yes. Not is a splinter. You can just place it between will or have and finished.
06.
Number 7.
As
Sorry. When will you have completed the work?
use the full but we rounded up to the first decimal
8.
instead of 09.
They will have arrived by dinner time. 9. We will have been in London for 3 years next week.
If this will come out
10.
in the exam, and then there will be
Will
multiple
she
in the process,
have gotten home by lunch?
I hope that this is also
11.
true to the others.
You will, sorry, it's a question. Will
Now,
you have done everything by 7?
the book na ka-encounter with
12. We will not have eaten.
Kept at a constant temperature,
Or we will have not eaten.
proportional to the pressure. And then the question,
13.
the formula now will be like
Will he have finished?
A over B.
Sir, why is it that you're pairing will you're pairing have with he in number 13, have and she in number 10? Take note that when you express a verb in the future form, will negates the number of the verb. The futurity modal negates the number of the verb. So you bring that verb into its base form. For example, will buy, will tell. Tell and buy in those words respectively are actually expressed in their base form because the futurity modal will negated the number of those verbs. Number 14. Will we have arrived by the time it gets dark? 15. How long will you have known? 16. He will not have completed. Or if you want, let's go with the other structure. He will have not completed. 17. I will have not finished. Or I will not have finished. 18. Why will she, why will she have finished cleaning the cleaning by 6? 19. How long will you have been? 20. They will have not gone at 6.
So let's now find the constant operation K with the formula P times E. P
Questions?
represents the time and 7 days. E represents the number of employees.
Your ST is actually composed of a number of items. The first part of your, or there are items in the ST that will require you to complete the different form of the verb. For example, you'll find the verb build. Build. Your goal there is to transform build into the past perfect form, the present perfect form, and the future perfect form as well. So on one blank, the first blank, you'll write past perfect, which is
Or S. You can have the speed S or B.
had built.
It depends on what.
Present perfect, because you'll be told to express the verb in singular number, it's has built. Future perfect, you'll be told to use will, so it's will have
8 hours
built.
with a speed of.
So this kind of item is found in your ST. One base verb is provided. You will transform that verb into the different perfect tenses.
How long? So the question is for time.
Then another set of items would be similar to FT4. You won't see anything similar to FTs 1, 2, and 3. The purpose of FTs 1, 2, and 3 is for you to be made aware of how verbs really are formed. But more than that, FT4 now invites you to determine what form is appropriate for the verb as it tries to complete the sentence. For example, this of number 1. The season of this movie blank when the other movie begins. What tense of the verb should we keep in mind here? I'd like to ask,
number
Wait, only
11,
4
the
students have
number of
turned on their
revolutions
camera.
by the tire,
Janessa, I'd like to ask Janessa.
number of revolutions, but
Yes,
is
sir.
inversely to the
What is
radius
the
of the
tense
tire.
of the verb that you could see or you could find in number 1 of FT4?
Let's use the n. N for the number of revolutions, and then it varies inversely to the radius of the tire, so it's K.
FT1 number 4.
So
FT4 number 1.
constant
What is it,
variation
Janessa?
K, the formula that we use is
Past.
n times
Is
r.
it in the
The
past?
number of revolutions is 100. The radius is 200.
Will this part suggest of something in the past?
The constant variation is
Look at the part that I highlighted.
200.
Does that suggest of something in the past?
How many
This one.
revolutions are there if the
Jeremiah.
radius decreases to 16 inches?
No.
What tense do you think exists in this number?
Decreases
Future perfect.
Future perfect, correct.
divided by 16,
Has the action already been completed? Sorry, has the action happened?
and we get 75
Not yet.
revolutions.
When will it happen?
Revolutions.
At some definite time in the future. And what is it? When the other movie begins.
Finally,
The other movie has not begun yet. So the ending of the current movie is not also met yet.
distance
So there is something that's going to still happen
square of the time it falls.
in the future. Therefore, this verb will be in the future perfect form. So our answer here is will have ended.
Distance divided by
Number 2,
square of the
they
time.
got the results after the evaluators blanked the final instructions.
It takes
Chloe, Kira is here. Kira, what do you think is the tense of our statement, our verb in number 2?
your time here is
Past.
For past, what past? Past what? Simple past, what?
Past perfect.
Past perfect, correct. How did you know, Kira, that it should be in the past perfect tense?
constant variation is 32. Get the result. That is true.
Because of they got the results after the evaluators.
What word there tells you? What word gave the signal?
After.
Correct. You have the key there. Let me highlight this. After the evaluators blank the final instructions. After. Which means that which one happened first? The getting of the results or the giving of final instructions? Kira.
Distance equals K squared.
Giving of the final instruction.
Correct.
By K.
Both actions happened in the past.
By K.
It's just that one came to be done first. One action was completed first, and that is the act of giving final reactions. After giving the final reactions came the getting of the results. This one is, sorry,
Now let's eliminate the squared.
past perfect, and that is had given the final result instructions. Number 3, he blanked its best since the beginning. What is the tense here, Chloe?
The square root of
Present
Correct. Present perfect. What told you, Chloe, that it is in the present perfect tense?
the square root of
since the beginning.
Correct. Be guided by this one mentioned by Chloe. This is a signal that our verb here is a present perfect verb. So what shall be the form of our verb, Chloe?
constant variation K is equal to 32.
As shown.
Has shown, correct. It won't be have shown. It is has shown because our subject is he. The number of he is singular. We choose the singular helping verb, and that is has. We pair has with the past participle form of show, and that is shown. Number 4. The conquerors blank for an invasion before they eventually set out to sea.
2.5.
Okay. What's the correct form of the verb, Jeremiah?
You can have the answer in fraction class. 5 over
As perfect.
What may, again?
Past perfect.
What gave you the idea that this is in the past perfect form?
Before.
Which one happened first? The planning or the setting out to sea?
Please type in your
The planning.
Correct. Planning was done first. Right after planning, they eventually set out to sea. So this one is had planned. Sir, what about set, sir? Take note, people, set is a verb which remains to be the same. Base, simple past, past perfect. Also, you look at numbers 2 and 4. Past perfect verb had given of number 2. It is paired with got, simple past verb. Number 4, had planned paired with set, simple past verb. Remember what your module says? Usually, the past perfect verb is paired with the simple past verb. So I think that helps as a guide or hint. Number 5, the sword blank sharp before the student returned it to his master. This one is to be expressed in its okay. Sharp here is not taken as a verb. It's an adjective. How do you complete this statement, Gabriel?
Questions, class, regarding the lesson.
Sorry, the line is choppy. Sorry. What is it?
I don't have an answer.
It's all right. What about Kira? What say you of the answer for number 5, Kira?
This coming Monday, a perfect score.
Shall have been
How
sure.
will it be possible? Just remember how to
Take
translate
note.
the variation notation.
See the other verb?
Direct variation and joint variation is just basically.
So what tense should be better? The bet should be a better form of our answer, Kira.
Inverse variation is creating a division sentence on the right side. K over. Whatever
Go.
variation as indicated.
Was sharpened.
Combined variation.
Wait. You look at this verb. What is the tense of the verb return, Kira?
Depending on the situation given as well.
Past.
Tense. Complete.
Past perfect.
Returned.
For what else are your questions?
The verb returned. Is it a past perfect verb? Is there a helping verb for the word return? Just the word return. Just look at the word return. Only the word return. What is the tense? Complete tense, including the aspect of the verb return.
This is repeated perhaps. So the question is, how much will you earn for working
Past
hours?
tense.
What will you type in as the answer?
Including the aspect. By the way, for a while. If you just simply tell me it's past, present, or future, it could be of any aspect. It could be a simple verb, a perfect verb, a progressive verb, or a perfect progressive verb. That is why if I ask you for the tense, be specific, be clear. When I say that you're to be clear, specific about it, include the aspect of the verb. Go, Kira. Return.
Simple past tense.
Correct. Simple past tense. The simple past verb. To what perfect verb do we pair it? To what perfect tense of the verb do we pair the simple past verb? Kira.
Well, if there's none, I thank you for your attendance today, class. And do not forget tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Here's the question. To what perfect tense of the verb do we pair the simple past tense?
At 8 o'clock, chat with Claire. Remind me of our class that they had.
Past perfect.
Correct. Past perfect. So what should be the better answer in number 5?
Had been sharp.
Correct. Had been sharp. Sir, is it all right if my answer is had been sharpened? It's fine. I'll consider had been sharpened. Number 6, everyone blank the evaluation forms before the dismissal time. What shall be our verb here? Chloe, number 6.
Present perfect tense.
Present perfect. Has the action been completed already? Not yet. What tells you that it is not yet completed?
Before the dismissal time.
And so, what should be the right form of the verb here?
Past.
It's not yet completed. So, obviously, it's not in the past.
So
Is it
should-
still about to happen?
Yes.
It is. It's about to happen at some definite time in the future, before the dismissal time. And so, what should be the correct form of the verb?
Future perfect tense.
Future perfect tense. And that is, sorry,
Will have
will have
finished.
finished. Correct. Number 7. When the album gets released, the artist blank the new ones for her fans. Keen. Turned off his camera. When the album gets released, the artist blank the new ones for her fans. How should we complete this statement? What should be the right form of the verb?
Record.
Again, sorry.
Now, even though it's a terrible decision, she's actually done us a favor because now we can.
Guide question. Let me guide you here. Let me guide you here, kid. Has this action, the act of recording, already been done? Has it happened? Has it already happened?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. So that should right away tell you, wait, the action has not happened yet. So it's not in the past. It's not also in the present. So it is in the future. So what is now the correct form of the verb here?
Will have record.
Well, will have.
Record.
What is the past participle form of record?
Don't let it stop. Recorded.
Correct. We'll have recorded. Not just record, but recorded. Because record has its past participle form, and that's recorded. Number 8. The princess arranged a meeting after the members blank for the opinions of the many. Jeremiah, how do we answer number 8?
Had asked.
Had asked. What made you say that it should be had asked?
Arranged.
Has this, sorry, good that you pointed out the verb. What is the tense of this verb?
Simple past.
Simple past. See, look at our other answers. Look at our other numbers. You look at number 2. Had given is paired with got. You look at number 4. Had planned paired with set. Number 5. Had been paired with returned. Number 8. Had asked paired with arranged. Because again, usually the past perfect verb goes together with the simple past verb. Both happened in the past. It's just that the other action got finished first. Number 9, I have taught for quite a number of years now. This should tell you that this is a verb in the present perfect tense. And last number 10, the performers blank a very remarkable impression on the audience and on the country. Have left. In the event that no particular time indicator is provided, it's safe to assume that the action had happened up until the present time. It got completed until the present time. So number 10 is expressing a verb in the present perfect form. I understand you have a variety of answers for FT5. Like for the first category, the past perfect verb in the science and technology field. I'll end the share screen now. I know that you have a variety of answers there. May I listen to your possible sentences? Let me start with Keen. 3 sentences for past perfect. Past perfect, letter A. Read the 3 sentences that you have. Go. Allah. It's FT5, FT5. Do you have sentences there? What about Dylan? Have you made sentences for FT5 of your module? May I hear your sentences for the first category? Past perfect tense. May I hear your 3 sentences? Go.
Past perfect tense,
Yes,
diba?
yes. Let's start with that. Let's start with that.
Wait. I'm having nervous.
You don't have to be nervous or anything. Anyway, you just have to plainly read those sentences. Go. It's fine. It's fine.
Had the water boiled when you went to the kitchen?
Again.
Had the water boiled when you went to the kitchen?
So your first statement is a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure that the punctuation mark is also correct.
Yes.
Okay. What about the second sentence?
By the time I returned home, he had already left.
By the time I returned home, he had already left. Correct?
Yes.
The third one.
Wait. Wait, I can't understand my handwriting. Wait,
It's all right. It's all right.
my handwriting sucks.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Try your best. For sure, you'll be able to read whatever it is that you placed
After
there.
he had seen the cat. Oh, okay. He began to run after he had seen the cat.
Okay. He began to run after he had seen the cat. So in the
Yes.
third statement, the seeing of the cat was done first. So right after seeing the cat, the person decided to run. So 3 correct sentences. Those 3 are actually correct. Past perfect tense. Thank you. For the present perfect tense, may I hear your statements, Keen? Present perfect tense. Wait. You're showing your paper because you left it empty. What about Gabriel? I'd like to listen to the sentences of Gabriel for the present perfect tense.
I didn't make any sentence, sir.
What about Chloe?
The present, sir.
Present perfect.
We have encountered many challenges together. He has gone through a lot of problems.
He has gone.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Number 3.
She has faced many challenges in life.
Okay, correct. Let's go to the future perfect set of sentences. Jeremiah.
My family and I will have gone to the beach after this quarter.
Okay.
I will have planned a surprise party for my cousin at the end of this quarter.
Okay.
I will have eaten at a restaurant with my family at the end of this quarter.
All are at the end of this quarter. Regardless of the similarity of the time indicator that Jeremiah provided, please keep in mind the presence of those time indicators signal the idea that there is a definite time in the future when something is going to be accomplished or completed. That definite time in the future, that specified time in the future for when an action gets completed is what completes the concept of a verb in the future perfect tense. I hope that everybody else has tried to complete those sentences because, as expected, there are items in your ST where you have to create sentences. You just have to follow whatever is indicated there as required for those sentences. Now, do we have any question regarding the perfect tense of the verb? So those who want to listen once again to the answers that were shared this afternoon, to those who wish to see the contents of the video, this is where I'm going to market my YouTube channel. Visit my YouTube channel, click and subscribe. Click and subscribe. We are now on that road. I now have 331 subscribers. Any I know it sounds so petty. Just let me be. Any question? If there's anything that you should be that you should want to clarify, perhaps right after this discussion, contact me. Ask for anything in Edmodo, send me a message in Edmodo, contact me through my phone number, send me a private message. Reach out so that I would know which area in the discussion needs elaborations. And from there, I think that will be all. Goodbye and thank you, grade 8.
Goodbye and thank you,
Bye.
sir.
Bye,
Bye
sir.
and thank you.
Don't
Sir.
forget,
sir.
click my
Bye-bye.
YouTube channel and subscribe.